What's up, wrestling fans? We're back again. Discuss TNA Impact Wrestling, available most anywhere you listen to podcasts. I'm JaySin, back with the Horror King, Gary, and we got some cool stuff to cover, like Josh Alexander tweeted and had a message after his latest independent show that he's done with the independents, which is really interesting, and I feel like it's guaranteed 100% he's going to AEW. We also have highlights from TNA vs. Smash Wrestling, which I'm sure nobody else has because nobody paid attention to the show, including TNA. Very odd.
And including me. I didn't even know anything.
Yeah, including Gary, who had no idea what the hell was happening until I just said it. But, yeah. First off, Gary, you read the Josh stuff, I'm sure. What are your quick thoughts?
Well, it's definitely a backdoor scapegoat to get out of TNA for sure if his contract was long standing. I don't know how much longer he had. So, like, if he could.
Someone said February.
Oh, February.
Someone said his contract was up in February. So I guess, like, remember when Anthem extended it to be a dick, which was really funny because he wanted to leave. He was one of those people who put the emojis up for Scott.
Yeah. So you said it's good until February?
Well, that's what they say. I mean, I don't think anybody fucking knows.
Yeah, well, I mean...
At this point, I just cut the guy. I mean, Jesus Christ, he's not helping me. No, don't cut him. No, you got to wait until the new face, hopefully, Steve Macklin, finishes him off at a huge show.
Yeah, maybe he'll get
which they've been leading to, I think.
A win over... before he leaves.
Also, how about that ending? Finally, once again, we got a post-credit tease, something that me and my boy Robles talk about all the time, and I'm pretty sure they took that from us, which is cool. Love it. Absolutely love it. Like, where did Macklin go? Where's Macklin going? That's a question that fans can talk about all fucking week. Instead of AEW, for example, where people are talking about nothing but ratings. These fucking nerds, holy shit. Guess what? Your rating's going to be very similar to last week. Maybe they're going to go down a bit. Maybe they're going to go up a bit. That's one good thing about TNA not having ratings at the moment, which is also... Okay, is this a fair statement? I just totally thought about this the other night. TNA is the new Ring of Honor, where not many people give a shit about the weekly show, but remember how Ring of Honor used to sell out all the time? People love their fucking specials.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that kind of where TNA's at?
I definitely get the vibe of that, just because, like, the production is probably a lot better than... I mean, because a lot of people kind of consider TNA an indie currently, or current form, and their production for being indie is, like, it's pretty much it's pretty much better than everyone else, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the indie version of WWE in a way, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that much different.
Yeah.
So,
but okay, huge problem here. Listen, I give Josh crap. You can read my article. I said he's great. He's a great wrestler. But the problem is, great wrestlers are a dime a fucking dozen these days. Here's a good example. Who's a better wrestler? Josh Alexander, or... I'm trying to think, like, one of those random fucking 50 AEW guys that are feuding with MJF. Adam Cole or Josh Alexander. I could name like 20 fucking of those middle fucking mid.
For the record,
those mid-card AEW guys, and I don't know who's better. Like, he'll get buried there, just like Bailey's about buried there.
Well, the thing is, that's kind of a bad pick out of all the ones you could come up with, because I've never really been a big Adam Cole.
I swear to God, I just saw a post that said, what is it about this guy? Like, when was he over? Why did he get over? Why does anyone care?
Yeah.
And I wrote, Adam Cole, baby. That's why he's over. That's it. People love chanting.
Yeah.
That's the only fucking reason I was ever over. He's my size. He is one of the smallest wrestlers in wrestling today, easily. Like, people have been showing pictures like him compared to who the fuck's the old WWE guy? He's not old. Michael Cole. Michael Cole is shredded compared to this dude. Michael Cole.
Yeah. Well, this is
embarrassing.
One point in ROH, he was kind of getting really flabby looking too. Like, he was like almost kind of overweight, getting kind of like.
I don't know how it's not embarrassing, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so Josh, we don't know. I mean, you did mention you said something like TNA was an indie.
Well, I mean,
I asked Larry that. I'm like, does that mean he's done with TNA because TNA is kind of an indie? And he was like, no, TNA's not an indie. I'm like, okay.
Well, I mean, it's arguable. I mean, I definitely think they're not based on their reach, but like, I mean, you could say stateside, they're, they don't travel all that much. I mean, they travel enough, but they don't go live every week. And you know what I mean? It's not, they're not, to me, to do that, you gotta be kind of, to me, I think they're kind of like tweener when it comes to indie and big league.
Sorry, just have to jump in here, and because as I'm noticing it, thank you so much to our 15 new subscribers in November across different places. 5 alone on YouTube.
Oh wow.
Didn't know if Gary knew that one, and I know he's a big number.
Yeah, I noticed we were somewhere like 207 for subscribers, so thank you for that.
We were stuck under 100 for like so long. So yeah, that's really cool. And plus these other places, I mean, I can't even get into. We have so many fucking. But thank you so much. It's super cool. What else news do we have to go over today? There was Adam Pac-Man Jones was arrested again. I love how they put TNA alum. You know what I mean? Like not NFL.
Yeah, he was in there. Like,
he was there for like a week or something.
Yeah.
My SA.
I think.
This is an interesting. MySanAntonio.com. TNA Wrestling returning to San Antonio in 2025, months after best-selling show. So they got a nice headline there.
We might want to mention, I don't know if we mentioned it last podcast, there was a Turkey Bowl match added.
Oh, yeah. Also, check out, again, alldistractions.com, which, spoiler, we're changing names soon to something that makes more sense. But for now, check out All Distractions. We got it on there. Macklin says, I'll be with TNA for a while. The foreseeable future. I don't know if that's what WrestleZone put, the foreseeable future. I mean, I think it's obvious. The dude just drove off. He's going to come back. He's going to beat Josh. He's going to kind of be the face of the company. I would throw all the fucking money in the world at this dude. He's fantastic.
I can see that. He's got the youth. I think that right there kind of tells you too, really. I don't know if really TNA should invest a lot in Josh, even if he does stick around, because he is getting up there.
Seriously, why would they?
You know what I mean? He has a lot of.
What has he drawn? He's clearly not a draw.
No.
You know what I mean? Listen, whatever. Sorry, Josh fans. He's not. Look at the fucking numbers. No one's watching, turning on Access to find out what fucking Josh is doing.
Well, it's like with me. I was a huge Josh fan about a year or two ago. And then, like, I don't know, he's pulled us like 180. He's actually become this heel, like, unintentionally for me, because he's like,
he is a heel. I mean, he turned into a bitch when Scott left. Like half of the fucking roster did, because guess what? They had to work. Now they had to go back to fucking work. They couldn't just be fucking, sleeping literally in pajamas with the boss, which I have pictures of. Which, I mean, I have that picture I post all the time.
That wasn't a good.
Like,
well, I kind of felt back when we found that picture and kind of like we're analyzing it. I was like, how does that not get back?
I feel like everyone has slowly turned on that picture. Like, I swear I had people arguing at first, like, yo, it's a fucking picture, dick. Let them have fun. And I'm like, that's the fucking. I forget who it was, but like a big time wrestling guy said yesterday, like, Mark Henry, nobody should be dating in wrestling. Nobody. He's talking about wrestlers. He didn't even. This wasn't even about promoters, because that's so fucking obvious. It doesn't need to be said.
And I guess if you could do it, would have done it a little differently and like made them have like look professional, like they were wearing suit jackets and the women were wearing dresses.
Oh my God! Well, she fucked up for taking that picture. That was Giselle. Giselle killed everything by taking that picture. Giselle literally killed everything by taking that picture.
Yep.
And posting it on fucking what's his name and. One sociopath seeing it and sending it to the head of the company.
Classic example of too much info.
One crazy fan saw it, sent it to the heads of Anthem, and now look, Scott gone. Josh on his way out. His wife's going to follow. Pretty sure they're not going to sign Jet and keep him there by himself. That would be rude. And Giselle is gone. So,
well, in a lot of ways,
sucks being right all the time, but we usually are.
Right there for Alexander, that would be the bigger story. Say Jack gets into wrestling and he kind of, relives his father's legacy. That would be a lot more like
interesting. Jets already
Yeah.
more interesting than Josh.
Well, and I think he'd probably be more ready for the promos and whatnot.
Yeah.
He saw
I feel
the
like it's so similar to Speedball, where it's like, okay, it sucks. They're losing one of their top wrestlers, but also these guys are boring as fuck.
oh,
Like Casey Navarro is a great wrestler who's exciting, and he jumps off the screen.
yeah, and then it's like what been confirmed that Speedball is AEW signed.
Oh yeah, well, pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if it's been totally confirmed, but I think you mentioned it, Navarro. Didn't you mention Navarro right before we started recording?
Yeah, he'd been kind of hanging around.
Wait, what did he do? Something with the Hardys?
Oh yeah, I don't know if it was at a recent taping or taping before.
It must have been, because I just saw the news.
Yeah, he came out of the match with the Hardys and he was walking backstage and Tommy Dreamer saw him crying. He goes, "For real?" He goes, "You're crying?" Like, and it must have been a kind of like a respect thing because Tommy Dreamer thought it was pretty cool. So,
well, totally. I mean, it's the fucking Hard. I say this all the time, but the Hardys, like, people don't, like, even fans don't respect them enough. It's the fucking Hardys. I mean, everybody talks about not everybody. People are talking about the Young Bucks this week because they got put into the. I'm sure you read this, Gary. They got put into the Observer Hall of Fame.
Who's that?
The Young Bucks.
Oh,
I'm kidding. Gary doesn't know. Probably doesn't know what the Observer Hall of Fame is, and nobody should. It's all made up bullshit.
I thought maybe there was such a thing. I didn't.
No, there is. Oh, no, there is. It's Dave's. It's Meltzer's Hall of Fame. Yeah. So people are saying now they're one of the greatest, if not the greatest tag team of all time. And I'm like, no, not even close. I mean, seriously, are they close to the Hardy Boys? How's that for an easy one?
Yeah, well, I mean, to me, you ain't the greatest all time unless you've at least had at least one WWE.
And that's the big problem. Because you don't get that friggin', like, you don't get that. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Nick Nemeth, I just have to throw out there. Like, he's jacked as shit. You know what I mean? He's like a great. Again, these guys, like, he's again similar to Trinity. Like, these WWE people come in, like the top guys, and you can really see it in everything they do. Like, especially Nemeth. Like, he's a good talker, he's a good actor, he's a great wrestler. He's been a much better champ than I thought he would be.
Oh yeah, me too. And I feel like, I think the stuff with his brother, I thought this would kind of drag the show down, but I kind of thought that's kind of interesting. They kind of. He's not like in the main event scene, but they're giving him something.
Yeah, no, I liked it a lot. Yeah,
more than what a lot of other promotions and their stature would have done.
And I thought here's what I thought was, I think it's super interesting what they're doing, because it's a great friggin' story they are telling with the brothers and what's his name? Nemeth. Sorry, no, the brothers and Hendry.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I forget what happened at the end of this match. I'm just look it up fast. Okay, so Hendry, came out at the end here, or Hendry made the save. Okay, Nemeth popped up. Hendry almost hit him, and then they started fighting in the ring a little. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they were staring each other down, and that's when it went off the air. But the week before, and it was similar the week before, because they're making Joe Hendry think that Joe Hendry might be a heel, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Hendry's doing some heelish things where it looks like Dolph is the good guy, but I guarantee this has to turn out Dolph is the heel the whole time. He's with JBL. He's with his brother.
Yeah, I definitely think they were trying to make it look too obvious too that they weren't going to go that direction, because they were like, Nick Nemeth's brother was saying something about, what did he say? He
hates Hendry. He just hates Hendry.
Going on about something, and he goes, "Yeah, but JBL had nothing to do with that." And you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have nothing to do with JBL either. You know what I mean?
It's good storytelling to keep in our mind, and also tries to show the fans who were upset by Hendry losing again, and that he's still in the picture. That's from our boy Christian Thompson, who gave us a 6 out of 10. You got to chill with these grades, Christian. For real, bro. What the hell? Here's what I do. Start with a 7. Go from there.
Yeah,
TNA gets enough shit, so I do the AEW thing where they start with a 9 and they go from there. Just kidding. You can do whatever. This is funny. There was a recap of Trent Seven's attempted murder of Mike Bailey last week.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is a great point. Great point by Thompson that he messaged me. He beat him so badly that he left TNA. So now there's no storyline for Seven after he turned heel. Way to go, TNA. I mean, it's such a good point.
That's a very good point, because like I didn't even think about that going in.
Well, how about get rid of Seven now? That would be, if you want to make me and Gary happy.
I really don't know like who his feet are gonna be now. Maybe pissed somebody off.
Seriously, there's like so many other better. Like I'd rather see Hammerstone doing what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no one wants to see this. This is gonna be another Jake something thing. It's got Jake something written all over it. You can push him all you fucking want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but Jake's
that's the problem with TNA when they don't have talent signed their like contracts too. It kind that.
Yeah, I think you can tell one like Bailey. I think they definitely thought they were going to keep Bailey because he was announced. It's on the page. He's announced for I think the January tapings because they didn't edit it. TNA didn't edit their thing. He was announced for the latest tapings, which he wasn't part of, and then the next tapings.
Or what they could have did is they could have like tried to see if he'd extend a little longer, just long enough to finish up the storyline. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Also hated this. Jay Christ comes out, and again Thompson caught this. It was in my head, but it didn't like click. Chris hasn't been here for months. I actually thought it was a year, but they don't address that. Seriously, I did not fucking address that. The wrestlers hadn't wrestled in TNA in 4 months. Then they lost, so they needed the win tonight. And yeah, I like that story. But God, come on. Angels and Christ, that could have been a good team. And you don't start them against the freaking best team in the thing and then have them lose.
I know. I thought they had really good chemistry, too. If you call Alan kind of ditch the beer club.
Hang on. Scott's son is running in.
Kind of has.
Fuck out of here, Scott.
Kind of just had the Silas Young look with the small mustache kind of thing. But yeah, it was good.
Thanks for reminding me. That's what I was looking for.
Alan Angels and Jake Christ. Well, I didn't like them losing here, but it was good seeing them return to TV.
Yeah, I mean, in 1 week we got Angels, Christ, and who's the last one? Angels, Christ, whatever, I forget.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do a quick rundown of, this is always interesting to me, the YouTube numbers for the week. Okay, so was Seven on the show this week? Because he hit Bailey last week. I think he was actually hanging with
he was backstage.
Team Hammerstone.
Yeah, and then I don't know, the counterparts were back there too. Remember, because I think that set up free 6-man tag or whatever. I don't know if that's for next week or.
Well, this one hurts. This one hurts, but I've been doing this for a while, and I've been following TNA YouTube numbers, and they're shrinking. That's not good. There was one thing this week over 50,000, close to 90,000, and it was Nick Nemeth. Every week you'll see that. Nick Nemeth or the Hardys. Hendry versus Nemeth full match, 36,000. Eric Young, Macklin, and the Northern Armory, 16,000 2 days ago. 16,000. 12,000 on the Rascals getting back on track. 12,000. Okay, this is the latest one. This one might not really count, but Casey and Mike Santana, but that was just posted. Also, just want to go back quickly. 6 days ago, 36,000 views for Silas King on Explosion, which is just as good or better than these TNA Impact numbers. Get Silas on Impact. Boom.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But what I was saying is, like, Josh really never moved the needle anyway, but, like, it seems like even pairing him with Saint and Sinner is making it even worse to only get...
I think that's on purpose. I think that's like a fuck you on your way out kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you got this jobber faction now. Like, good. Let's see you work your way out of this, you know? Here's a microphone. Show us a star.
And I think sometimes people buy into the heel shit, and like people stop watching certain talents when they turn heel because like we don't want to see that, you know.
I can see that. But speaking of a heel, AJ Francis, fantastic heel. You just know the guy's a fucking heel. He tried to recruit Santana last week. This is what I like. This is a simple fucking story. tried to recruit Santana this week. So Santana beats Navarro this week in a really fun match. That Navarro, man, holy shit. Super fun.
Oh, yeah. Very fun match this week.
Santana was finally in a fucking something fun. Finally in something fun. We've been bashing that dude for a while. We love Santana, but goddamn, he can't be giving these fucking 20-minute talks every week about New York and the streets.
Oh, yeah, this was the match where I think Casey Navarro had landed kind of funny, I think, and like they were concerned if he was injured, I believe, but it turned out he wasn't. I think I remember the certain move that happened, like off the top rope or something, and he landed funny. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't him, but I definitely think there was some concern about him coming out.
Another good line from Thompson. Nemeth was backstage talking about Eddie. Ryan chipped in, said he would take care of Joe Hendry later. Sure, Ryan, and I'm Santa Claus. I thought the guy was saying like when Ryan said it, like I laughed. I think you're supposed to laugh at Ryan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think it's like his character, but whatever. I mean, I like Ryan a lot. I really do. He's a good heel. I still am talking about the incredible sell on that punch from JBL.
Yeah.
And yeah,
well,
I mean, they're using him, and it's interesting because like it makes Dolph, you know what I mean? It puts Dolph in this weird situation story wise.
Well, and I don't think it hurts too because he came from didn't he have some like background in WWE as well? Like he was there for
I thought he was an AEW guy.
Well, somebody bigger, you know, like so he kind of really knows like how to act on TV as far as put, you know, like to make himself.
Plus, I'm sure he learned from Dolph a little.
Yeah.
So Santana wins the opening match. Then we get the backstage stuff. That was cool. Hardys and Ace Austin were having an interview, and Trent Seven. Oh, there's Trent Seven.
Yeah, I could have sworn.
Oh, I remember that. That was weird. Seven was like, you know, fucking with the Hardys and Ace Austin. Like, dude, what are you smoking lately?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
you got Bailey from behind. Now you want to take on two of the best ever with fucking Ace Austin? I mean, I guess I like his balls. It's better than what we were watching.
Yeah, it's just really weird to not see Chris Bay standing next to Ace Austin.
Again.
Totally.
And again, please check out his GoFundMe. Send money if you can. Buy some shit. I don't know. It's everywhere. Go to TNA Wrestling. Spitfire was backstage talking about their recent matches. Oh my God. I hated this. Christian wrote the video, kept moving all over the place with some graphics. Like they were trying to make it like a Spitfire type promo thing. You know what I'm talking about? Did you even see this? Oh, terrible. Oh my God. So bad. It happened like really fast and it was like.
Was it?
I don't know. I guess the best way to explain it would be like a treehouse, but totally not a treehouse. It was literally just graphics. Like one of them would say something, then like the thing would spin around. Do you know what I mean? Like they just have nothing for these two. Like no character shit.
Kind of like I don't know if it's because I'm on all kinds of medication and shit this week. I don't know if
it was probably 30 seconds maybe. So like it might, and it came like right after commercial, I think. So.
Oh, okay.
It was just weird and bad, and please don't do that again. Find something else for them, please.
Yeah, definitely.
The Northern Armory versus EY, Macklin, and Gresham. Here's what I hated about this match. It lasted more than 25 seconds, and I hated even more that the Northern Armory won, but I do like the whole Macklin part of it.
And if I'm not mistaken, didn't they have some kind of goddamn match like this the week before? Was it 3
sure. Yeah, but that was with Icarus and that was with the other. That was with our boys.
Oh,
Good Hands. Those were the Good Hands because
that's another thing. I was like, why are you? You know, I wouldn't do that.
It was like the other two guys couldn't make the show, so they're like, you know what, let's just do it again when they can make the show. Yeah, very very weird. But I did like the ending. How Macklin kind of like got fucked and. I liked it a lot. It was good stuff. That was a good match. And it led to Macklin, the post-show thing, which was also super cool. Kazarian promo. Who the hell's better than Kazarian right now?
Yeah, I don't know. He just like he doesn't need the title, and he's just like I don't know, just like cause.
Yeah, I agree. See, I was thinking maybe he'd give him the title, but he totally doesn't need one. Like he's that good and big now.
Yeah.
I don't like him wrestling.
kind of feel like he's just been brought in to kind of put over the other, the younger talent a lot.
Yeah, it's funny, but like he's still like a big star to say. It's really
But
they're doing him so well.
Yeah.
They're killing with him.
Yeah.
Well, good job with him. So Rhino confronted him, and I don't know why that's going to be a match with Rhino. But again, maybe it's due to people leaving and stuff. That hey, let's tap in Rhino to come back.
The sad thing is that Rhino's a really good dude, like, behind the off screen and stuff. Like, I've seen, like, how he's dedicated to, like, community shit. And, like, I don't know. It's just really rough to see our legends kind of become a fast forward candidate,
Yeah, totally true. I mean, that's how the Hardys were in WWE.
Yeah.
And now they're the draw of TNA. Like, it just shows how we can use certain people differently. Okay, loved Macklin again backstage. Macklin, I feel like Macklin and Kaz are like the MVPs right now. He bumped into Santino. He wanted in the match with Josh. He was arguing with Young and Gresham. And, then he left. And I think they were obviously getting, like Christian says here, Macklin, Alexander, Turning Point. Well, maybe not Turning Point. Maybe the one after Turning Point. Because I don't know if he's enough time to come back for Turning Point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, next week is the return of Diener.
Oh, my man. Great. Oh, no. We're getting so low. They tapped in Diener. Well, it is the end of the year, so whatever. Joe Hendry versus Ryan Nemeth. Hendry had a new and improved video package for Ryan after last week. Wait, was that the one where he did that? Did I miss that one this week?
What's that?
Hendry's new video package for Ryan. I remember the one where it was like...
it's a sequel, and it's just...
Oh, that was the same. It was a photo of him teaming with Nick, quickly followed by the end. Thank you, Christian.
Yeah.
But that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that made me laugh hard. That was really good. Hendry wins in, less than 5 minutes? I thought there'll be some bullshit here, but no. But him beating Ryan... I don't know. I feel like it's like he comes off as a bit of a heel.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I just like the whole heel face thing is like blurred here, which I usually like, but TNA doesn't do that. Like, Rosemary's a face right now. You know what I mean? Like, who's a face and who's a heel for the most part. So AEW, you don't know shit.
Basically, Ryan Nemeth is pretty much a rookie, and then Joe Hendry has wrestled everywhere. Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Rosemary versus Jada Stone, and I'm just going to keep saying the same stuff about Rosemary forever now. She was awesome. She was a great character. She was really good in the ring. Then she hurt her knees, I believe. And now is when they push her. Did you hear the crowd when she comes out?
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah, well, I think people...
First off, why change her awesome song, you idiots?
Yeah, like, nobody's used to that theme song. Yeah,
she had the best theme song in TNA. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then I'm like, I got looking at Jada Stone. I'm like, you really haven't had an awful lot for Tasha Steele, so why not tag them together and make them a tag team? They have this almost kind of like...
Tasha's in this weird thing where she's like hanging around the system, and I don't know what the hell she's really...
Yeah, they don't...
Like, she's not friends with them. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
And there's Jada Stone. Good look. She was good in the ring. And I mean, Rosemary is at the point where she's making others look good in the ring because she's so fucking slow.
It could be,
and it sucks to say she's one of my favorites of all time, but like, I don't know what you do with her anymore. She can't wrestle. She's incredibly slow in the ring. Like, and it's because she's had... Listen, it's a fact. She has bad knees.
And I think her wrestling style is regressed because, like, the amount of time it's taken her to heal, the women's side of things, they picked up a lot more maneuvers.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, like she was never like a lightning fast wrestler, but like, kind of like the Undertaker-ish thing she had. But now it's like, I don't know, picture like the Undertaker right now compared to him in his prime, and like that's what I think we're seeing. Okay, I don't want to keep shitting on Rosemary, but also the look. Also the look. I hate the look. I hate the short hair with the barely any makeup, barely any face paint. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You got Jeff Hardy back there, girl. Like, are you kidding me? How can you make him get worse when you got Jeff Hardy back there? He literally loves that shit. He would do her makeup for her for fun.
Well, and to me, if you're gonna have a dark character like a Rosemary, they look much more intimidating with like hair in their face, and
Exactly.
you can
Yeah.
long past their shoulders, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. Kind
I
of
mean, I
like
guess
a
this is a
Samara.
Rosemary face look. I don't know. Whatever. This was weird. There was a recap of the system ceremony, which they didn't air, but then they put it on YouTube. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't air this to start the show, or just air the whole fucking thing.
Oh yeah. Well, and I was amazed they were able to get all this stuff into a 2-hour show this week because there were 7 matches at all.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe drop a match and put this on instead.
Yeah.
So Grace will face Masha after she beats Alicia. That's not a spoiler. That's just common sense. So it'll be Masha and Jordan again. Masha's going to win. Jordan's going to be leaving soon. What's the and then the main event I think we talked about, Nemeth versus Myers with Alicia. Good job by Myers again. Damn, like
Yeah,
he's another guy you can just throw in there and he'll pretty much always have a good match.
I kind of felt like when he was with GFW, he kind of looked like he was kind of like, thinking about hanging it up. But
Yeah,
then,
I think it was the look. He had such a bad look with GFW. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he came to TNA, and then like I don't know, he just kind of reinvented himself, and then I guess they said in real life he's really good friends with the rest of the system. So
I was just gonna say I don't know for a fact, but I'm guessing he's very close with Eddie now. Like I don't know. I just feel like they're close. I'm like they're making each other better. And Eddie has been so good at everything. Like I don't know how. Again, I don't know how anybody's fucking mad about Eddie getting a thing at Turning Point. Such an important special that's what they're having the fucking Turkey Bowl. Like, come on, people. It's a bullshit pay-per-view.
oh yeah,
That's run by WrestleCon. I don't even know or WrestleCade, whichever. I don't even know if TNA gets money out of this shit, which is probably why they're not. They already have matches for the next pay-per-view coming, or like you know what I mean, like shows matches like after. Like, it's just not. This is definitely the least important pay-per-view of the year. So
this is
fuck
part
you
of
for having a problem with Eddie.
I believe it's part of the Turning Point wrestling card too. So
it's just so weird. I mean, I swear to God, I saw a picture with Turning Point in the background. Like, I don't know. Is some of it taped? I'm so confused. I have no idea.
No, they say say it's live.
Well, it can't be. Yeah, it's live because it's a WrestleCade.
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie Edwards brings.
If, Foley is or whatever, though.
Yeah, the Hardys need new opponents. Good call. Who will that be? We don't know. Turkey. Okay, next week is. Wait, 29th. Okay, so we have another show next week before Turning Point. Okay,
yeah,
I forgot about that.
More. Yeah, one more.
But again, all they have for Turning Point with less than 2 weeks is Nemeth Edwards, Masha versus Alicia or Jordan, which is not even a match, and then the Turkey Bowl, which should be on Impact.
And then you made the comment a couple weeks back that a couple weeks later we have Final Resolution. Like,
yeah,
no bill. So,
but I mean, I'm guessing it's such a pointless show that's not a big deal,
Yeah, definitely. I just hope they treat Final Resolution 2024 better than they did 2023. It was really bad last year.
Yeah. Trying to see what else we have. There's some cool highlights of TNA and Smash. Like, I actually made the picture. Eddie is holding up Alicia like to drop her on a dude. Alicia has this big smile on her face. Again, great character. Love Alicia. We have a preview for this week. Oh, hang on. We have a preview for this week. I actually have a preview for this week. How about that? Masha Alicia title match. Kazarian versus Rhino. Ash by Elegance versus Jody Threat. Is there anyone in the world who's into that? Is there any fan? And the worst part about this Ash by Elegance thing is, I just posted a picture of her from Instagram. She's one of the hottest women alive. How can you have someone like that and not have fans giving a fuck? It's like, that's an AEW type amazing fail.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think some of it too is maybe wardrobe. Like they don't know how to dress the part for her. Like I feel like
what is elegance? I mean, I know what the word means.
So
is it her last
occasionally? And I don't know. And I don't know the choice in color of her ring gear is not very eye catching to me. Other than maybe when she wears the black short.
Sorry, children, death of you.
latex
Oh,
pants,
totally, totally. She's
But,
way too hot to be wearing what she's wearing, and now
yeah,
the gimmick sucks. And then you
yeah.
stick poor Heather with it. This girl just showed up, and you stick her with a dead fucking gimmick. That ain't cool, man. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, Heather should have been anywhere else. And of course, she's probably going to turn. But still, she should have been anywhere else. That's
and then
I mean, I think is it fair to say that's easily the worst gimmick in TNA? I think it is.
and I think too, Jay.
No
I don't think
one
it really,
likes it. No one I know likes it. You know anyone who likes it? Have you read anyone who's like, I love this Ash by Elegance gimmick?
I think somebody should be looking on creative and maybe ditching the Iceman character and giving her somebody much younger, kind of more like a Jay.
That's another thing, man. That's another thing, dude.
Like that.
It's a weird thing with TNA fans where they get stuck to people. Like, a lot of people love that character. I don't know why. I don't see. To me, he's a fucking creep. I mean, it's a creep character. That's what I feel like.
Yeah,
and I thought we agreed that it was a creep. Like, me and you think it's a creep character. And all these other people are like, oh, he's a great manager.
I mean, he's kind of, some things he's done, he's kind of grown on me a little, but like not enough to give it, the average fan.
That's what I mean. Yeah, and if he's not getting us to give a shit about the characters, he shouldn't be there. That's how I feel. He's not adding enough. He shouldn't be there. They should turn on him. I mean, Ash has to turn. Let Ash turn. Jesus Christ. To anything. Let her turn into anything. She's gorgeous. People are gonna fucking cheer. Put her in a bathing suit. That might be a bit much, but you know what I mean.
Or even
put her in whatever these NXT girls wear.
Well, or maybe simply turn her face or something. We're kind of like,
Also, I believe it's time to bring back Su Yung.
Yeah.
We need knockouts, especially ones with characters.
Well, I wonder if a lot of that didn't happen because of the domestic stuff with Rich, because he's kind of
that. Oh, my bad, forgot about that. Let's put a pin in that for now.
Yeah, not saying it could happen, but
we do need some more knockouts. It is nice to bring in ones in, though, like they have like knockout jobbers like Maggie Moore and Jada Stone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I like that. I know a lot of people hate the word jobber or whatever, but
definitely seeing a lot more knockouts show up on Explosion. So
yeah, I'm curious if it's like one thing I'm afraid of, or I'm not afraid of. I'm pretty sure the NXT thing is done.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
We're never gonna get that TNA versus NXT show. Triple H or HBK just said the right words. You know what I mean? At the time, like, yeah, maybe we'll go back to working with them. We'll see, but it doesn't. I mean, listen, they definitely could. Especially if NXT's ratings dropped. You know what I mean? Because they did really well with TNA.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I could see that down the line. But again, I said this last time. It's the end of the year. It's November. Like, this is not a good time to be doing things wrestling wise or anything wise. You know what I mean? There's the holidays and all.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Every number is down at the end of the year. We always see that.
Oh yeah. Even the WWE's Christmas specials are always
so everything.
They tank.
Yeah, everything. Life isn't wrestling. That's what a lot of people don't understand. People have families. They watch family shit. Get ready for the holidays. Gary is probably doing a Thanksgiving horror movie marathon, which I'm not sure what that would be about, but I'm sure he would because he's a freak. And I think that's it for TNA this week. And we finished pretty fucking quickly. Good job. What have we did this week? We got to do next week. Which means nobody leave a comment because we didn't read comments because we didn't have any.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We really appreciate it.
Honestly, Jay, I've noticed like our numbers and then my numbers on my channel. I've noticed my viewership stayed up somewhat, but the watching hours and whatnot has dwindled. So there's got to be a method.
Our last video did amazing like that with the watch numbers. I was shocked. And then Christian messaged like, "Hey, great job with the I loved your what was it? I shot on. I did like a shoot on fucking Blue Sky.
Oh, you like that?
And if anyone is interested or gives a shit about Blue Sky,
you made me aware about it. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm saying so you know what Blue Sky is, right? At this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw a thing yesterday on Twitter or something where it's like someone follows. There's like a Blue Sky account, and they follow everything that goes on, like every day, like what's going on over there. this place has been around for, I don't know, a bunch of years or something. And they had something like, let's say, 500 reports in the entire time they existed. Reports as in, this person, hurts my feelings and I want them thrown off of here. In one day after that mass exodus, they received more reports in one day than they did in every other day combined in the history of the app. So everyone went on there, you know what I mean? Expecting this to be like a perfect world. They didn't get it. Now they're all throwing each other off.
Yeah,
it's really funny. And they'll all be back on Twitter because it's a shit app. It's fucking Threads. It blows.
I don't know if you caught that video where somebody goes up to Bryan Cranston. He goes, Bryan, he goes, we knew you were a Kamala supporter or wanted her to win. And now that she's lost, are you going to leave America? He just runs to his car. And he's like, you could tell he was like all kinds of pissed and stuff.
Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah. Really leave America. I mean, I don't know. So I hate both sides. Like, I really hate both sides. Like, we're just such a dick country now.
Yeah, we do.
Me and Gary talked about this last week. It's just, we don't like the meanness of everything. Even
no.
I could be the meanest. Listen, I could be the meanest podcaster in the world, but I'm a fucking wrestling podcaster. You know what I mean? This has nothing to do with real life shit. Like, other than Sean Sapp being a cunt.
Personal.
But yeah, outside of Sean Sapp, this has there's no real life stuff, but whatever. Let us know what you think about Josh. Are you sad? Are you gonna cry?
Are you gonna go to Blue Sky?
Are you gonna run to Blue Sky and cry about it? No, forget it. Seriously, I don't want to make fun of fans. Like, I get it. Like, there's different reasons that you want to leave Twitter. Like, I can't tell you how many times I said Twitter is like literally the worst place on earth. Like, it shouldn't exist. Like, that's how shitty it is. I mean, people came after my fucking family members because Twitter exists.
You could be dealing with knee replacement like I am right now, and so could my foot.
That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of real life things that are worse than Twitter.
Swollenness.
Yeah. Also, shout out to my friend Larry, who has been in rehab for a crazy long time, and now poor Gary, who's got one leg.
Just call me.
And everyone out there who has real problems, other than bigger problems than my team's ratings aren't doing very well, so I'm gonna go to a whole other app and make new friends and talk about how these bad ratings are actually good ratings. And
you might have to start making that. You might have to start making that a character on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know where that voice came from. Okay, that's about it. See, we always go. We finally went short, and then I just kept bullshitting, and now I got it to 45 minutes like usual. Okay. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, one more show until Turning Point.
Yeah, also, screw you, Josh. Screw you, everyone in that creepy picture. Haha, got yous all. Peace.